Hey, it's this way.
No, Waka, you're mistaken. The part begins on this side of the beach of Besaid Island. And the glorious, magnificent, original soundtrack will not be heard in this part of the map, which sucks. But hey everyone, Opaque Flake here, welcoming you back to the year Final Fantasy with Final Fantasy X. Or X. I assure you, it's not the porn version. That has 2 more X's. Anyway, we'll kind of skip the first 6 real quick, but you'll get it. And you know me, I like to read them NPC dialogues. And this one has a lot. This is one of my favorite games where I love to read NPC dialogue. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing most of them. And most NPCs talk more than twice here, sometimes 4 to 5 times, depends. But I'm gonna be reading at my speed and closing it to save time, because if I let this thing draw out, you know how long these parts can be. So like Final Fantasy 8 and a bit of 9. Mostly 8, I guess, I don't know. It's gonna be skipped up pretty quick, but most importantly, talk to these NPCs and get some items. Which is another reason to talk to NPCs here, man, because you fucking gave for items. Shit. But Final Fantasy X, before I go on with this whole fucking commentary about the game, let's go talk about me and the game in the meantime. Even though I'm not gonna have a lot of time to talk about it, yeah? Here's the thing. For those who are familiar with Final Fantasy X, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm trying to get at. For those who aren't familiar, let's just say that since I don't speak over cutscenes or dialogue or events, I'm not gonna be able to say what I need to say without being interrupted or without self-interrupting myself, so I can say it. You get me right, brother? Wait, do the Hawaiians call the ladies brothers too? I don't know. Anywho, camera changes are fucking like that, like out of nowhere. Like a Resident Evil 1 to Code Veronica style, so I don't know, it's abrupt. It's normal in Final Fantasy games, I'm just saying. It's just, I don't know. I feel like the whole thing should have been like a camera control thing instead of just like, you know how it's moving right now, panning? It doesn't do that for this, and you think it would, but it won't. See, it did it right now, but not when I was going this way. I was like, what the fuck? It's like small areas. You know how I like speaking about technical aspects, right? It's not doing it anymore, so fucking go ahead and prove me wrong. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, technical aspects, I've marveled on them before in Final Fantasy 8 and 9, especially 9. I don't know, man. Small little things. Still, they see, it just did it right now. So there you go. But small little things, man, they just get to me. So there should be an item over here. I already got the other one, the moon crest. That one was moon crest, right? Let's double check. Item, key items. Yeah, it's moon crest. All right. And then antidote, I think. I don't know. And then once you speak to these guys, you get your shit. And then after this is gonna be a bunch of cutscenes. Also items too. So yeah. Honestly, I'm just trying to get this thing done as fast as I can. I'll talk more about it later, but I mean, I have good reason and all, but I already explained what I need to explain, so it's just gonna have to wait.
Huh? What's the big idea?
This soundtrack. The Bo Uematsu's last... Well, it's not really his last, but it's his last affiliation with... Well... Damn, how do I say this? You know how, like, Nobuo helped out in Chrono Trigger? I'm trying to remember who the fuck her name was in Chrono Trigger, the composer. Hey, Yasunori Masuda, I think? I think that was it. He kind of did the same here. He was just there to, I guess, help out in a sense. He didn't really compose everything. He composed to Xanark, and then surprisingly enough, I think it's called The Other Side. that freaking heavy metal track you hear in the very beginning of the game with the Blitzball. Seriously, I'm surprised too. Shit. But most of the other tracks is some other composers. I hate to say that because they deserve credit as well. I mean, this game, fucking the music here is beautiful. Especially this part. That violin. Well, and again, I fucking love violin. It also kind of takes me back to the Avatar cartoon, because that's close to the same pitch and tuning that they used for the violin. But this soundtrack, man, holy shit, it's such a mixed bag. This whole game, including the soundtrack, is such a fucking mixed bag for me. It's crazy. So right now you're listening to Besaid Island, one of my favorite tracks, but not this arranged version. I think that should be it for items down here. I mean, I fucking love the original more. I do, and I'm glad this game lets you switch to original, because originally when this game came out for the PS4, not the PS3, but the PS4, you couldn't switch soundtracks. In the PS3, you were forced to listen to arrange. In the PS4, you cannot switch, but before, there was an audio bug. So right after the battle ends, the whole track would re-loop. Not to mention, after each battle, there was a random battle fix station, or like a fix. You could always tell when and where you were going to get into a certain random battle. It wasn't random, it was fixed. But yeah, man, the original Besaid Island track, holy shit, I fucking love it. By the by, I'm going to be cutting out random battles later. I should be doing it now, but this is one of the rare free times I get to talk. But if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be another cutscene soon. So I'm going to shut the fuck up for a bit, and then I'll get to talking a bit, because there's a little bit of space for me to talk. I'm just thinking ahead, man. I really just want to dig into this game and grab it by the fucking chubby cheeks like Titus has, and just be like, this is why.
Let me go!
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years. And we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament. Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, 'twould be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
Seriously? Crews of what? Oh wow, I can't speak to Waka. Interesting. Imagine playing Final Fantasy X. By the way, I can go straight to the village and continue the game, but I don't want to. Imagine playing Final Fantasy X where your other characters follow you, like let's say Chrono Trigger or Dragon Quest. I think it would have fit this world a little bit better, especially since it's a fucking pilgrimage, but I guess they can't due to limitations, so... Ah well.
Besaid village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
Of course I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
You must have forgot or something. Here, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
No, I was gonna try to talk to you before that. Oh well. Anyway, it's time to talk to more NPCs because, again, this is one of my favorite parts of speaking to, well, in RPGs or JRPGs in general, it's one of my favorite parts of things to do. This one, and however, this game adds a lot of more depth if you speak to all the NPCs. Seriously, you get a fuck ton of depth. In fact, I would say the NPCs in this world is the better part of Final Fantasy X. Not the characters, not the story, not the situation. This is the NPCs in the world. That's me. And I'm someone who don't give a fuck about the story. So, yeah. You can tell I was enticed by this shit. Speaking of which, what you're listening to right now, other than my voice, I really like this track. Like, a lot. A lot. Especially in original. Our range is just as good. It's kind of a toss between the two on which one I like, but yeah, man, it's delicious. By the way, the NPC just pushed me. I'll bring that up later on, but it has to do with the glitch and the PS2 and New Game Plus. Yeah, why not? Not that you need to buy any of this shit. It's there. This game is so fucking easy. It's crazy. Yeah, well, sometimes the NPC won't say something more than once. But I will. That priestess, I don't know if she's a priestess, I forgot. That costume's kinda Star Warsy, in a sense. And this guy will teach you everything about the game, but honestly, the game fucking teaches you itself. I can tell if you want, but I'm just saying.
Go present yourself to the temple summoner before we eat, yeah? A little praying might do your memory some good. A little praying might...
Alright, jeez. I still have to wait for the animation. I hate it when games do that, but what are you gonna do? It's how it was coded and you gotta put up with it. By the way, you can turn off the minimap. I'm gonna leave it on for the fucking most part of this Let's Play. It's just so fucking useful. I mean, this game is pretty linear. You don't really need the minimap for the most part, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on. Makes it easier to find items. It gives you something to do, lad. Alright, where are those kids? They're running around here. I want to talk to them. I know most people don't give a fuck about this shit. They just want to be like, come on, go with the game. I want you to meet the best character in the game already. Well, I'll get more on that later, but you meet two characters here, and they join your envoy really fucking quick. Me, on the other hand, there's only one I care about here. The other one, I think the other one sucks. Like, really sucks. You can make the argument that that character's good, but honestly, deep down, I think that character sucks the most out of the other character most people think in this game sucks so fucking much. But there you go, man. I mean, that's just my opinion. When I get to it, you know, you can get to it. Oh, by the by, I gotta fucking mention this now. If you love this game, and I mean you love this game, and you're watching this, I'm gonna shit on this game and praise it at the same time, but I'm mostly gonna shit on it, cause I'm gonna shit on it in a fair sense through my perspective. I'm just gonna keep it at that, because I still commend things even though they suck. I still commend them. Like recently, Mighty Number 9. It's not as great. It kind of sucks, but it still did a lot of things right, and it could have potential. Well, it did have potential, it's just... yeah. Also, I could have been playing this on the PC version, but I chose my PS4 only because I don't want to buy this game again, just to record it. Not to mention, it's this game. If it was Final Fantasy VI, maybe? Assuming Final Fantasy VI had PS2 graphics. But, nah, man, it's just this game. I got this game for free, so... yeah, PS4 it is. I was gonna get it on my Vita. Well, not get it on my Vita. I was playing this on my Vita. More to talk about Final Fantasy X. If I can have time right now. So, when I first played Final Fantasy X, I didn't beat it. I stopped at the final dungeon. Not the very, very, very final part, but the very beginning of the final dungeon. I didn't know it was that. And I got pissed off. And... anyways, I decided to finally beat the game. Get rid of my backlog. Vita. Portable. Good. Do that. But, you know what? I'll just continue a little bit later on. Let's talk to these Crusaders in the meantime.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir! The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Heathen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
But soon, we may be able to finally defeat Sin. We've got a plan, one that'll go down in Crusader history.
We've been excommunicated from Yevon. We must go, now. Everything is riding on our last battle.
My god, it's like it's foreboding something. Really? Did you know your hair is clipping through your... Okay. Also, Wedge. What's up, man? Got a bandana? White top? Joey? Wedge. Final Fantasy 7 reference. Even though not really, it's just a coincidence, but yeah. Honestly, this whole place kind of reminds me of Arnie Village from Chrono Cross, but... That's, I think, my first JRPG where I met a coast shoreline starting area, I suppose. And I can't make the cats meow. There should be an Albed type of book or whatever here to teach you. Primer. Albed Primer. There you go. But yeah, since I already loaded my save file with all the Albed Primer shit. Alright, should be good. Let's continue on this damn story. The one that Titus asked you to listen to yourself.
Go present yourself to the temple summoner before we eat, yeah? A little praying might do you...
Well, there you go. One extra line of dialogue, just because I wanted to talk to Waka. To be fair, I thought I would have to do this right after I talked to Waka because, well, you actually advance the game by going to sleep. Like, for the first quarter of the game.
It was then, standing in that place, I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
Ten years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's, toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The Summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become Summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
Man, my controller's acting up. Wonder why that is. Anyways, mostly NPC talk again, so I can talk again. Isn't that fun? But yeah, man, Final Fantasy X Vita, finally beat it. That was about a year ago. Year later, even though I knew I was going to be playing it. Well, here we are. Honestly, should have just saved it, but oh well. In any case, I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on, but in the meantime, more exploration. So, you see those scriptures there? That's not their language, but like Aeon Temple language, I guess. But the very one at top, that symbol, remember that symbol. Remember it now until the very end. And if you don't, well, the game's gonna be pointing that symbol out a lot. So, well, not a lot, but you'll be seeing it through the background, especially in the temples, aka the Cloister of Trials, which this guy mentions here. Alright, I'm good. So I can speak to Waka and get the fuck out of here.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Waka? Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
God damn it, Titus. Why are you so edgy like Squall and Cloud and I guess a little bit of Zidane? I gotta help others. Nah, I'm just shitting you. He's like, you know what? I need to get introduced to this world, so let's do that. But these puzzles are pretty simple. I mean, they can be. Look, the marking. It's already on the floor. Remember? You're gonna be seeing it once in a while. But anyways, these puzzles, yeah, they are kind of simple. They can be frustrating for the first time, especially how young you are. I remember some of them being kind of frustrating. I know the frozen one, the ice-based glyph, not glyph, cloister. That one was a dick. An annoying dick. A dick, though. But yeah, the game's telling you, look, fucking glyph and distraction, and then you got the Besaid. It's called Besaid because you're in Besaid Island, so once you get into other areas, they'll be calling it those kind of spheres. The most important ones are the glyphs. I mean, the destruction ones are important as well, it's just... I think you use glyphs more than destruction. Destructions are mostly used for items and completing the damn thing. Alright, so once you open the door, why did I do that? You can grab it again. This is where, like, this is the hardest part of this whole freaking cloister here. It's knowing or not knowing that you can grab this fucking sphere again. Seriously, I ain't shitting you. It's like, cause you think you'd grab it, it would close, but that's not the case. This is what I mean by it can be easy or hard. But this first cloister is pretty much telling you. But yeah, this first cloister is pretty much telling you, hey man, you can do all this shit here. So yeah. Or I guess in Besaid dialect, yeah. Right, glyphs go there. And then this one, you see these writings? That's a hint. So you can put it in the door, it's not gonna do anything, or you can go all the way back here and place it here. I believe it was here anyways. There you go. And then you go all the way down here. Help him, right? Because I don't remember this much. It's mostly trial and error. But you do kind of have to put it there to touch it. I'm not sure if you can touch the wall with the glyph in your hand. So yeah, don't quote me on that, because you kind of have to put it here. Honestly, I should have just put it on the door, but there you go. You take the Besaid sphere, all the energy goes away, as you can see, blah blah blah. You know what, I'm just gonna say right now. This track, it straight up reminds me of the Ancients dungeon in Final Fantasy VII. And that dungeon was confusing as fuck. To me. I don't know about you, but that dungeon confused the fuck out of me. So essentially the game wants you to push this, and then you're good. You're golden. Right. Every actually. Well, let me see. Okay, technically, there's one trial here that you cannot avoid it. Well, unless you don't grab it. But you cannot avoid getting the quote-unquote hidden item. But other than that, every cloister of trial has a hidden item using the destruction sphere to get an item inside that will help you greatly. For example, this one over here, right now, is gonna be probably the only weapon you're gonna use for the character that can use it. Did I say that right? The only weapon the next character you're gonna get will be using this weapon instead of every other weapon. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, but yeah, even the game tells you get hidden objects here. So there you go, 8% magic with sensor. You can try to make other better weapons later on in the game. Fucking about halfway the game lets you do that. Yeah, about halfway. Or you can just stick with this. I would rather stick with this.
Hey! It's gotten into you. Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian? Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it?
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
I've done it. I have become a summoner.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Hey, over here!
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
I can't see anything.
Ready?
Okay.
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it. I remember, that night, we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For me.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Victory! 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 Yeah!
You sure got the boys worked up, huh? You sure got the boys worked up, huh?
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner! You're a bad man!
Lady Una, be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with. I'm Una. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Huh? I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kinda overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Lady Una, come play with me some more.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
You can tell me all about Zanarkand.
She's cute, yeah? Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Zanarkand?
Hey! You said you'd go with me!
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball! Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
I hate you.
Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you!
Huh?
That's the spirit.
You can do it!
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead. He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but...
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu. He looked like you.
He's dead?
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it. I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full-time. I know it kinda looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot. You really helped me out, you know? What I mean is... Thanks, Waka.
Stop. You're embarrassing me. Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
Yeah, use it well.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage. They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go.
Again, Waka, you say off we go, but yet I'm going this way. Also makes me wonder when Yuna summons Valifor be like, alright, which one of these guys am I killing? I mean, you summoned me to kill someone, right? Oh, you're just here to pet me. Okay, well, fuck you, then I'm not. And that's at least, honestly, I think that's what transpires. In any case, the reason I'm going back in here is to speak to these NPCs. Well, that and something else. You'll see soon enough. Honestly, if you go back in here right away, yeah, I'll talk to those fucking guys later. I don't really need to talk to everyone here. At least not right now. But yeah, the reason to we'll come in here is to get a nice little gift. Remember that dog? Now we gotta look for the dog. And that's what that special something is. It's no planetary crest, I guess? Because the moon is, well, moon, big ass rock. But they also need the crest after planets, so. I mean, I would call them sigils, but they're not sigils. But yeah, it's no planetary crest. It's actually something better. Much more useful. Where the fuck is that dog? I think it's over here. This place isn't even huge. How can I get lost so easily? Please be over here. No? Okay. I honestly don't know where that dog is. I remember this dog being somewhere around here. I already forgot. Holy fucking shit, go me. What's up, Wedge? I don't want to pray. You're still fat. Okay, that's fucked up of me, but it's true, praying did help him. But at least I get to speak to more NPCs now. Honestly, for a very religious... or religion? Well, it's actually one of the few games that actually has an established religion throughout the whole world. Spira. Everyone dresses rather skimpy, at least in age. Old? You don't dress that skimpy, I guess. That's all I'm trying to get at. See? You can see all that skin? Heathen! Calling me a heathen? I'm more freaking dressed up than the rest of y'all. The dog's gonna be out here, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised. There you are, you little mutt. I thought I forgot to explore one hut. And it came out mangled and slobbery. But I got an overdrive for Valifor. Energy Blast! Then it's really fucking strong. Like, really fucking strong. Anyways, more cutscenes. Well, I love to talk, but I really want to get this part out of the way. Because I would really like to get the first half out of the way, but I can't. I can't!
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
I don't remember equipping it. It just appeared in my hand. Okay.
Ha! No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer! My kind of customer.
And then the village either be like, Waka, what did I tell you about throwing blood balls at birds? And he'd be like, come on, village ether, it makes you stronger. Anyways, the Brotherhood, it's actually the best sword Titus can get in this game. Until about halfway in. You're gonna be using something else in the meantime, but after that one cutscene, you're gonna be using it most of the time. Anywho, the random battles here should be fixed for about 2 more times. So, I'm just gonna skip to all of them.
That looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this! Ha!
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here. Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means... Take your time.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chappu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat. That should do it.
This isn't the way to the pier.
You can probably consider this a boss battle, kind of like how you fight Cypher in the very beginning of the game. I think. I honestly forgot already. It's entirely up to you. I don't think it's a boss fight. But yeah. Honestly, like the first bug critter-like enemy you fight, you get a lot of interesting camera angles. And then they stop doing that. I don't know why, they just stopped. They're like, fuck camera angles. Anyways, high potions because I'm not gonna be using them a lot in my playthrough anyways.
That's enough.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the Fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kimari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Huh.
I got a bangle and 3 AP, but yeah. So anyways, Kilika and Bikano join as one. Something, something, something. Fun, fun, fun. So, I went to Overdrive on accident. Bangles, they go to... You guessed it. Lulu! You guessed it only because they went there before I even said it, so... Don't give yourself too much credit on that. But anyways, look at all these save points. He's a hint, but... Honestly, I'll get to that later. I just don't like the way they used it, in a sense. But anyways, we still got a little bit more Styx battles to go because, well, you'll see.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True, but, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of? Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Well, if I remember correctly, these guys have a lot of health. But I really love the summoning mechanic in this game. In fact, I like the battle system for this game, but it just gets ignored. And that sucks so much ass because it's so good. But at the same time, that's because of my preference. That's about it, honestly. It's just my preference. The summoning mechanic's great, but it gets outshined because it's so overpowered, as well as... well, actually, now that I think about it, I mean, because I didn't know this at the first time, because I played Final Fantasy VIII after 10. It actually takes over, or copies, what 8 did, and that's pretty cool. So I can't give this game too much credit anymore, because it was my first time seeing it, because I never played 8, but now that I played 8, I know it. So, there you go. By the way, that's not the new overdrive, that's the original one. I'm gonna be using the new one for damage, of course. Just figured I showed it off here.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
This is why I really love this battle system. It's status elements in attacks. I'm not talking about your junction system, which is really fucking awesome. Although you can kind of do that with weapons. But essentially, that's it. I mean, it's badass that you can do shit like that. Anywho, I'm gonna be cheap. I mean, I could keep using Dark Attack, which makes this guy really fucking easy, but I don't think he can even hit Valifor. But with the dodges Valifor is gonna be getting, it's gonna build up the overdrive, which will come in handy next time I use Yuna, which should be soonish? I mean, there's a lot more cutscenes that are gonna come out, so yeah. Pretty much what I'm trying to get at is the overdrive is gonna be useful. But yeah, this is shit. But yeah, this bird can't hit me for shit just because of darkness attack, and its mechanics like these in this game, darkness, petrification, silence, they all become useful in this game again, unlike other Final Fantasy games, other than 8, because it's useful. And once I get my overdrive, I'm just gonna add it to the fucking end because you don't need to see this shit. Alright, here we are. The final detour to this area. I don't think you can do anything else except talk to everyone here, but and honestly that's gonna have to wait because this part's gone long enough. And remember, cutscenes, they still exist and there's gonna be a bunch here. Also, not to mention, I gotta talk to the NPCs for free shit. Anyways, thanks for watching this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy X with me, Opaque, part of the year of Final Fantasy. With that said and done, okay, thanks, bye.